This channel is for immature audiences only. It is not for children, only for childish adults. We might play some video games that kids also like, but we say words like fuck and shit with alarming frequency and make crude, inappropriate, and morbid jokes all the damn time. Level 0 NPCs assumes no responsibility if your idiot spawn watches this and gets traumatized.
Vocal sync in 3, 2, 1.
Sync!
Lovely.
I had a weird fear that I wouldn't do it. Like I was here waiting for the sync, ready to do the sync. I had a weird terror that I would just fail to do it. I don't know.
You know what, though? That never goes away. Never. You know? Yeah.
And it's not even a difficult hypothetical, like what would happen if I didn't do it. We would just do it again. We've done it before. The uncertainty really shouldn't eat at me the way it does.
No, yeah. Every time. 8 years. We're doing this for 8 years. We're in year 8.
It's true.
Fucking still. Even still.
Fucking still.
Oh my god. Pathfinder 2nd edition is getting all popular.
Is it really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, people are like, fuck you, D&D. I'm out.
Oh, nice. I guess their decision to continue existing is paying off.
Yeah. So
sometimes that's what it takes.
Everybody's abandoning ship and going to Pathfinder 2, which is, that's... If you're going to go from, like, D&D to Pathfinder 2nd, I think that's a good jump.
Yeah, I would entertain an argument that could be a step up. I don't have any mechanical problem with 5th edition, though. It's very well designed.
Even if it's a step to the side. Like, honestly, at least Paizo is not a fucking garbage fire of a company.
Or not in the same way.
Not the same way.
There are very few companies that are not some kind of a garbage fire in some way or another. So,
are we just launching this episode talk about D&D and Paizo?
I think we are. Yeah.
Oh my god,
that's where he started. Yeah.
Now everybody knows my controversial opinions. Oh no!
Tabletop role playing.
Yeah.
Those who know me well know that I'm a big Pathfinder 1st edition guy, and I really wasn't a big fan of 2nd edition.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when 2nd edition came out. You certainly did have opinions about it.
I sort of delved into it a bit, but like...
Yeah, well, you were the systems guy. You were the guy who read through the manual, so that the rest of us
didn't have
get
to
context.
And like, I'm only getting older, and having one system committed to memory does not necessarily make me, open to new systems as much as it should. But valid criticisms of Pathfinder 1st edition are that it's research heavy. You gotta read up on it. And I like that, because my friends are old and tired and can't constantly play D&D, so I can pore over the tomes in my downtime and think of things. And anyway, the building, if you like building characters, is great in Pathfinder 1st edition. The research element can be a little tedious.
Yeah, the thing I like about Pathfinder 1st edition is that you can really make anything. There's definitely rules for it.
The thing they did with 2nd edition is that there's just as much memorization and research, because there's you have to pick 30 feats for your character, and the thing about it is you can't build anything out of those feats. You're just a character with 30 different abilities to memorize, so it's 3 to 4 times as much reading and memorization, but nothing to build out of them. I thought it was pathological. I couldn't even comprehend who it could possibly be for.
Pathological.
There are really valid concerns about 1st edition. I happen to like it, but it's really crunchy. There's a million different rules. They're not all equally well edited. But, you can look up some stuff and mash some stuff together, and you can build, you spend a lot of time building a really simple character that has, 2 abilities that never fail or something like that. You can't Lego those blocks together in 2nd edition the way that you could. You pick 1 or 2 things every level as, say, a rogue, and each one does a different thing to memorize. And I've never wanted to be a character with... It's like a C-list Marvel hero, you know, with they just kind of are and do whatever. They've got 30 different abilities, and it's like, oh yeah, I guess I can control, radio waves. I forgot I could do that, but it says here on my sheet that I can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, good for Paizo. I'm glad they're doing well.
The cold brazier does nothing. Yeah, no, I'm glad for them.
For you.
Listen, I really appreciate Paizo for taking 3.5 and setting it free, giving it wings, really making it something special.
They did some good housekeeping on it, on the 3.5 rules. Not, perfectly. There was still probably more housekeeping to be done, but if you sift through the old 3.5 books, there's some stuff you're like, yeah, I'm glad that's not a thing anymore.
Yeah. Archetypes, so good.
And I don't want to spend experience to make magic items. I'm not into that.
And there it is, and that's it. That's why it's getting late and you haven't slept in a while. A good night's rest sounds very appealing.
Oh yeah, you don't want to balloon tired,
Oh. Here we go. You get on the balloon.
I guess it's relatively rare to hear of someone dying in a balloon crash.
That's because not a lot of people go on balloons. I think if more people went on balloons, there'd be a lot more dead ballooners.
You think if people
if there were more balloons, there would probably be more balloon accidents.
If everyone...
most people are like, I've been in a hot air balloon once,
But if everyone was commuting to work via balloon...
Oh, yeah. Millions of
mid-air
dead
balloon collisions.
Oh,
yeah.
Although, you can't really control the balloon. You just kind of go up and try to get down safe again. So it's like...
Yeah, pretty much.
If everyone's going where the wind takes them, the wind's not going to smash them into one another.
The circle of dryads is filled with a soft glow. These are some hot trees, Dryads have a serene look as if contemplating some quiet secret knowledge. Their roots must run deep. Deep roots. The single dryad in Spielburg filled you with awe. The sight of a corpse of 7 dryads overwhelms you in your tiny little mind.
Make a will save.
Do it. Oh, you can't. Don't touch the dryads, please. That's not what we're here for.
I need to interact with them, I think, but...
No, you can't. You're not special enough.
I don't remember the Spielberg Dryad. I definitely watched that episode, but...
played a very small role, all told, in the game. Asked us to find the seed of the spore-spitting Spiria plant, and then when we got it... we were led to the Dryad's Grove by the White Stag, and then we returned the spore-spitting Spiria plant to the Dryad, and they gave us a magical acorn that was used in the creation of the spell potion.
You just described it perfectly.
I did. I just described it
every
perfectly.
detail.
I was momentarily distracted, and I think I've called this out before, but the pulsing of the magic helmet and the magic armor is not synced for some reason.
Yeah, it's just a little desynchronized.
So it's a bit like watching the windshield wipers on a school bus, where they'll fall in and out of sync based on the age of the motor.
You pick this beautiful black lotus flower. It's fucking awesome. And then the chill in your spine tells you that the flower is deadly as it is lovely. Man, these late-night adventures are late-night.
You carefully fold the black lotus into your mouth and chew.
And push it down your throat with your fingers. Oh, this realistic statue is carved from the finest marble. This realistic statue was carved from the finest marble.
This realistic statue has a very, cell on top of painted background kind of feel to it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Also, the map icon was a non-statue version of this guy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about any of this, if I'm being honest with you.
I just feel like we're gonna fight that statue in a minute.
I hope so. But I don't think so. Casta. I'm sorry. That was so stupid. I love it so much.
It was unexpected.
Like a fucking stone. Like a stone. This beautiful perfume.
You can finish reading that first line
yeah.
of picking up the lotus, at least.
Powerful perfume. Yeah, I'll do it faster this time. You pick this beautiful black lotus flower. Its odor entrances you with honeyed sweetness. The purple nectar glistens like light like amethyst. You gently brush aside that. Fuck you! The chill in your spine tells you this flower is deadly as it is lovely. What the fuck was the narrator doing? Like, to read that so fast?
I don't think the narration is actually voiced.
Oh, yeah, they couldn't get Buddy there.
JRD, he wasn't doing it.
Johnny. You know?
That's true, yeah. John Rhys Davies did not make a
no
second appearance here.
Couldn't afford him.
Nope.
I don't know if they couldn't afford him, but they certainly didn't pay him to come in, at least.
He was rolling in Gimli money by then.
I'm planning to be Gimli, so I'm afraid you can't.
I think
afford
this still
me.
predated Gimli, at least a little bit. He might have been filming for Gimli.
Well, this is what I'm saying.
He still came up before the first Lord of the Rings.
I was filming in New Zealand. Ha ha ha!
New Zealand.
What is this place?
Oh, this is I think the Oracle's Island. I might be wrong.
Well, the Oracle sucks. You know? Because there's nobody here.
Oh, I think I know what I'm missing. I think I need some more Hippocrene water.
I gotta get some Hippocrene water.
Yeah, we used the last of it on the famous adventurer.
Are we going to tame that Pegasus eventually?
I don't know.
Well, we just need the rest
For
of its
now,
feathers.
we're just here to get some of its water.
Oh.
And, well, I think we've gotten as many feathers as we need. Although there is conspicuously one of those dragon statues here, so obviously we're coming back here at some point.
Give me some of that Pegasus water, yeah. You know what I like. Hey, did we have any questions for anything last week?
I don't know that we did. We might have. I might have just neglected to transcribe them.
Yeah, well. You know, I'll take a look. You know what? We do have a questions for Glory.
Excellent.
Oh my god.
I went to check my phone and very narrowly throttled it from making a bunch of alarming phone noises because I realized the volume was way up.
Yeah, no, we have a question for Glory, and we have a statement for Krull.
Interesting.
Yeah.
12 Op just made us a questions for Krull, but clearly we needed a statements for Krull.
I know. I'm going to tell you what, we're not going to play the new questions for Krull opening until we have an actual question for Krull.
And 12-Op has created one for us, and it is magnificent.
It's so fucking good.
Fucking rad.
It's so fucking good. 12-Op, like, what the fuck? Thank you.
No, it's amazing.
You get a raise.
Thank you. I shared it with the team. We've all from $0. I don't think we can afford to give anyone raises. We're deep in the red on this project.
Yeah, and you're like, let's do it. Let's record some more days. I'm like, all right, let's go.
I mean, I'm not counting man hours in the equation here, but yeah, I'm definitely. Like I bought all of the games that we played.
Yeah, absolutely.
With just my own money, so
absolutely.
Like, yeah.
None of these games are pirated, folks. You know?
It's true. They're all, I mean, like some of them are. the Wednesday stuff,
none
most of that, like a lot of those I owned cartridges for.
That's
but, like,
true. Yeah.
we definitely didn't have like Psycho Dream when that came out. When we did that one. Interestingly, Psycho Dream is now on the SNES emulator on the Nintendo Switch.
Wow.
So it's possible now to legitimately play it,
Yeah.
which is great.
We just need
Accelibrid is not.
No. No.
And I don't think like True Lies and stuff like that is there, but
Oh, True Lies.
Oh,
That's a good one.
12 Up did furnish us with an actual question for Crawl.
What?
well,
What?
well, there you go. All right.
12 Up
12
not
Up anticipated what we were going to do.
Not
God
only
damn it.
supplying us with the song, but with an excuse to use it.
So
Well
12
played,
Up was-
12 Up.
12 Up, 2 minutes ago was like, you fuckers. I literally gave you a fucking question. Oh. Yeah, no, it's true. Okay, so should we let's do the question for Glory first, though.
Here it goes. The one you're familiar with.
Yeah, no, that's great. All right, question for Glory by Idras. Hey, is a onesie / footy PJs just a really long sock or a big upside down beanie? That is among one of the more glorious questions I've asked, because the answer really matters.
And I'm so glad you asked. Like,
Yeah.
that's I'm glad we ask for questions every time. I'm really glad to see that some of our users take that prompt seriously and ask
Yeah.
the important questions.
Yeah.
But whether a onesie is a long irregular sock or a long irregular beanie.
It's really important, and I think I have my theory based on years and years of research, but I really think I'm going to leave this one to our local clothing expert. I don't know. I'm just going to pick one of you, Luke.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, if those are our only two options, an upside down beanie that is abnormally long and large and shaped like a human body, then I'm gonna have to go with a big sock, because I think that another name for not footy pajamas particularly, but like morph suits and stuff like that is body sock. So
I have heard
that's
that.
what I'm gonna go with.
Body sock.
I think I think the polarity of it matters. Like, if you have to choose between beanie and sock, the opening is at the top, so you got to go with sock. I would say,
Yeah, and I mean, like, a mitten is not a beanie for the hands, right? But it's a very similar object.
Speak-
Not a beanie.
Speaking of which, though, I'm gonna say that a onesie's a big glove. It's a big 4-fingered glove that you put your whole body
a glove is a sock for the hand. That's
that's-
you know.
It's basically a hand sock, but for the whole body.
Yeah.
Does that help?
I actually think that footy PJs are underwear that have grown.
Are pajamas underwear though? And here's another thing.
I believe they are.
I think a single piece of clothing that covers both the upper and lower torso is typically referred to as a singlet.
Who submitted this question again?
Idris, of course.
Idris. Thank you, Idris,
Of
for
course.
finding finally the topic to divide us after all our years of collaboration.
I think it's underwear because you'd never wear it in public unless you.
Yeah, like long johns are underwear. But
I don't know.
they do have
I don't
holes.
know.
Like long johns have holes to them. You know. I think. I don't know. I always imagine undergarments as having openings for the digits.
I feel like long johns are just failed onesies. You know,
They're fingerless onesies.
they're fingerless.
So I think we're at least of an accord that a onesie is between sock and beanie, more of a sock.
Okay, that's true, and I really do think that we're all on the same page that a onesie is not just a onesie. Like, it isn't what it is. It's something else.
Yeah, no.
It isn't what it is.
On those
Now
two
we're getting
things,
very philosophical.
on those two things, we are of an accord. I would say it is probably more glove-like than sock-like. And Matt makes a good point in comparing it to, some of the thermal undergarments of the world.
I think we're all a little right and a little wrong. And that's okay.
I think that's just a generally applicable statement.
Thank you, Idris, for driving this wedge between the three of us. We're all just gonna chew on that all night. We're gonna think of...
This is the falling out that is going to lead to the end of this channel.
Oh, man.
We're gonna walk away from this episode thinking of arguments that we might have made to support our just wake up in the middle of the night still stewing about it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that was the question for Glory, and what a fucking question it was.
Yeah, what a gauntlet.
Well done.
Yeah, big fan.
Your glory index has risen for certain.
Yeah, Idris, you're really getting closer to becoming a glorietician. I can tell you've been doing your homework, and I appreciate it. I really do. What's going on in the game? What are we doing?
Okay, yeah, we're playing the game again. All right, cool.
Well, no, I'm just asking. What are we doing?
Yeah, no, we're pouring some hippocrene water onto some dryads.
Oh God.
Oh yeah. As you pour the water, the dryad onto the dryad, she begins to fucking move. Bud. She begins to fucking move, bud. The magical water pours into the roots of the dryad. She comes to fucking life, man.
Have they just been here perishing of thirst?
No, they just needed the horse water.
The horse water, yes. They were in need of a pick me up.
They needed that water.
They were certainly getting the nutrients they needed. This place is obviously very lush, but they needed the hippocrene water for a pick me up.
They needed that water steeped in Pegasus feathers. Pig Jesus.
Pig Jesus urine, I believe, is the key to all of this. And that Pig Jesus really has nothing to do all day but piss into that pool.
It's also what they put in energy drinks.
Yeah, that's true.
Pig Jesus urine.
Pig Jesus. Man,
Pig Jesus piss.
Which one are we going to get along with most?
Was this like a Tokimeki Memorial Love Simulator kind of thing?
Can we marry one of the dryads? Oh my god.
It's not a question for Glory, but it is a good question, I think, from Fun for Algernon. Hey, how long is this game?
We're actually a fair way through. We're close to the end.
It would be funny if
myself.
It would be funny if there was just a full dating simulator now with these dryads, like hours and hours and hours of content just with these dryads.
The dryad awakens from the water of the hippocrene stream. I love horse water. Yeah.
So when this game, you can see the dryads like singing and shit. When this game came out, much like many CD-ROM games at the time, the soundtrack was red-booked, so you could just pop it into a CD player and listen to it. And I listened to this track a lot. It's very pretty. This one and just the main town theme, but yeah.
Yeah.
So if you didn't know from back in the day, and by some coincidence you happen to have Quest for Glory 5 Dragonfire on CD, and you also happen to have a CD player, is a confluence of events that may be a little bit more difficult in today's era, but
sequences like this, we're really responsible for a lot of crashes too. Playing. Oh shit! Oh yeah!
I was just waiting for that little dancing dryad firework to just hit us and then turn us into a burning skeleton.
I can't tell if I'm into this or really out. You know?
Considering how hard it is to like produce 3D animation with the technology they had, I'm pretty impressed.
Oh no, I'm impressed with the special effects. I mean the whole scenario. What's happening?
You're either into it or very out, and nowhere in between.
I don't really know.
Spivey Lou commented about also hating Christmas and just wanting anything to update so you can focus on that instead of Christmas as a relatable thing. I appreciate that, Spivey.
Yeah, no, that's I'm sure a lot of people feel the same. And I'm sorry we didn't, but you know. I love Christmas.
Is it rude to say that I preferred these dryads stationary? I don't like that they move now. I find it disturbing.
They're back to stationary. They have all lost all of their vitality after that little song and dance.
What, really?
Oh, I thought that one with the red hair just moved.
It looks like they were moving.
No, like as you pass by, they kind of all returned to their idle state as soon as they came onto screen.
Oh, I see.
Oh, well, up ours, I guess. What was the point of that shit?
Progression? If we were a mage, there would also be some magic wood that would appear that we would want to collect in order to make a magic staff.
Wait, aren't we a mage, though?
We have magical powers, but the game believes us to be a paladin.
Oh, the game. The game.
Oh, the game.
What the game believes can stuff it. Hey, we're done.
Okay, yeah, bye.
Next time we get a question for Krull. Promise.
We're gonna open with it.
12
We're gonna hard cut to the new question for Krull theme.
Yeah, we're gonna start with it. Oh my god, yes. Okay. See you next episode.